Yeah, Frank, BBC, Johnny. Long time no talk, bros. Missed you dudes. Hello, AJ. Brian, Kyle. Yeah, so I had an interesting happening today. I don't have long to talk because I got to go relieve Jiggy from her kid watching duties. But so clear coating baits today. A bunch of them. 15 rack. So y'all know, y'all have seen them. I paint on these boards. Well, I mixed up enough clear coat to just max out the bottle. So what is going on? BBC, why are you calling me? Where'd you get my phone number? Did you do that on purpose? What? I was just hatching a plan to pick it outside your place and the camper string. I don't know where you live. You're a long way. I did that on purpose, AJ, and I didn't know if you were not in service or not, because it was an odd getting off the phone. You said, "What's up?" and then kind of went weird after that. It sounded like there was some scruffling around. But anyway, so back to the. I'll call you back, AJ. Oh, you didn't hear anything. That's weird. So I'm clear coating. I have a big bottle of clear coat, and I'm just going to go through and clear coat as many as I can, however far this bottle of clear coat takes me. So I blast about, I don't know, 8 of these. So 80 baits. I make it through 80 baits, 2 coats. So I still have 7 more to go. But they all, when I lay the first bit, like the first coat of clear coat on them, I needed to mark this board, not this one, but I needed to mark the board so I know where I needed to start the second coat. So I didn't get confused. So I looked around for a marker, didn't have one, had a screwdriver. So I ran it down the side of the tape, and made a big mark in the tape as my signifier. And I also looked at the board next to it, and it had the tape right here like ripped off. So I said, okay, it'll be the one in front of the one with the ripped off side. So I spray the first coat. And I spray I spray the first couple boards, and I go and I look, and there's no mark on the board anymore. And I look at the second board, and the second board has tape all the way down. And I'm thinking to myself, did I huff too much paint? Am I like hallucinating right now? Because I don't know what's going on. So I'm getting confused. So like I don't want to like triple these, like triple coat these, because if you start doing that, uh, you run into issues. So what I realized when I was clear coating was that when I line the baits up to clear them, I set them on top of my air sucker, and say this is the bait. I turn them all a certain way, and when I clear coat it, I turn it the opposite way from the other ones. All right. So now if I stop and have to do something again, I know where I left off because I have all baits going one way and then where I left off was the other way. So I'm flipping them. Well, then when I go to put them back, in order for them to line up in the same direction, I have to flip the board. So what I did was I flipped the board when I painted the first two racks, and I was seeing the other side. So I wasn't hallucinating. I was just not paying attention to what was actually going on. Bassin Fanatic is still looking for the Jackal DD squirrels. BBC, I had a lot on my mind, and memorizing the configuration of which way the board went was not on my top priorities. AJ, I need to do a walkthrough of the state of my mask. I ordered a new one, but if y'all saw what my mask looks like, what it's held on by, it's held on by paper clips. I think I've got one of the straps held on with a like a chip clip. It's bad. And the other bad part about it was don't do this either. So before I started clear coating yesterday, I said, you know what? I'll clean out my mask. Like I'll clean my lens. So I just get some lacquer thinner and start wiping all the paint off of it. I was like, okay, that looks good. Well, some of the paint didn't come off because I had somehow gotten paint on the inside of the mask. So take the same rag, wipe it on the inside. Big mistake. Apparently there's some sort of coating on the inside that melts with lacquer thinner. So the inside of my mask is destroyed. Like it's just like frizzled and frayed and scratched up, and it looks terrible. So I put it on and I can't see anything. It did kind of turn white, like it fogged out, and it had scratches on it, and then it had pieces of the stuff. It was horrible. So I brought it in here, and I tried to polish the plastic clear, like you'd do a headlight. It kind of worked. Not great, but it helped. But then, what else have I had go wrong this week? Oh, I decided also that I would clean my airbrushes. So I took my clear coat airbrush that has never been taken off the hose, never been cleaned other than just like me taking the nozzle out and doing like that. So I decided to take my clear coat gun off the hose. And when I do that, I take the gun apart, clean it, put it back on, reassemble it, hit the air, no air. What's going on here? So I turn the air pressure up. And I guess I'd have enough clear coat that has been captured on the fitting of the air hose. Oh, it was in this bag. It's right here. I can show you. So this area here was leaking air, if you can imagine that. So that didn't work. So I go to Harbor Freight because I thought Harbor Freight used to sell air hoses that would fit this. They don't. They only sell Iwata diameter air hoses. So I went to Hobbytown, USA. They don't have any. They only sell bullshit. And then I went to Hobby Lobby just to make sure they didn't. And I wasted about 2 hours of my life. And I went back to Harbor Freight and bought a $14 mini HVLP gun and clear coated the baits that I had to do that day with the mini HVLP gun, and wasted about 1,000,000 gallons of clear coat because it's unnecessary to clear coat with that big of a gun. So yeah, it's been one of those things. It's been one of those weeks. So that's what I get for trying to clean my stuff up. Everything breaks when I try to clean it. I just need to leave it as is. Hey, hello, what's new? Bobby, that's where I had to end up getting it. I found it on Amazon, so I ordered two actually. But this was the original hose that came with it. And I believe it leaked when I got it. The lesson is don't clean your stuff. Pretty much. Yep. And then I took another siphon feed gun. It's a I don't remember what it was. It's like I think it's a Pache Millennium. I used to use it for base coating because it's a beast, dude. Like I've never cleaned that gun, and it sprays great. And it's a siphon feed, and I was like, oh, I'll break this thing out and use it just so I don't have to fill up a cup before I started painting those crawls. Well, it didn't work because it has the same hose as this, so I couldn't use it. I had to spray 150 baits with a gravity feed airbrush, the little cup that sits on top. So every time I'd run out, I'd spray 10 baits, pour more paint in it. Pretty obnoxious. So now I've got hoses. Now I can use my airbrushes. Ever airbrushed reg numbers on a boat for anyone? No, I've never had that request. That would be, I don't know that I'd want to do that. I would probably just recommend vinyl. If it's working, don't clean it. True. Very true. I just wanted to get all the little goobers out of there in case something happened. But yeah, so couldn't use the right airbrushes for the job because they wouldn't work, and I didn't have enough. I didn't have the right hoses, and then yeah. Sticker still on the boat. Yo, Clay, what's up? Did you get into any internet fights over Bassmaster Comments? Anybody step up and want to fight with you? Preventative maintenance, yeah, is asking for your shit to break. Pretty much. Pretty much. It's never worked for me. That's usually when you find out something's wrong. I should have. Aaron S. was on his horse last night. I don't know, Aaron S. Was he? What was his problem? What's his? What was his beef? I've been reading some doozies. The one argument that really gripes my ass is when guys go to the internet and they want to defend LiveScope with the argument that it's not as easy as you think. Why would that be dumb? To tell someone. I'll tell you why it's idiotic. Because you're arguing with people that have been fishing their whole lives, not knowing what's there, making thousands of casts a day to something that they have no clue if it's there or not. Just a hunch, just instincts, just gut feelings, just everything you've learned kind of tells you there might be a fish here. But LiveScope isn't as easy as you would think. Oh, you mean it's as hard as casting 1,000 times at something that you don't know that even exists? Man, LiveScope does sound hard. But that one's been the one that's really griped me. But I don't have enough time in my day to type all these rebuttals to all these morons that like to say that. Sorry if you're one of those people that like to say that. Hope you see a different light on it now. I'm still evaluating. Need a plan before you can write the manifesto. But besides that, still business as usual. Still have to find the right fish and get them to bite. With what? When you're looking at them or when you're not looking at them? To know you're casting at a 4-pounder or to not know you're casting at a 4-pounder? But that's neither here nor there. I think we all knew that bass wasn't going to do anything. The box is finding the fish, not the angler. I'm sure people would even argue that, Clay. I don't know how, but I'm sure that would be somebody type up something idiotic. The way I saw it initially was that I had a few points that I like to make about it. Was that from here, where does it stop? Like, I'm sure everybody should have a point that things get to where they say, all right, this is odd. This is too much. So, you know what I mean? Like, do you show up at the lake and do you want to know where every 5-pounder is and have AI tell you what the best bait to possibly throw at them is, and just have little blips on your screen that says, oh, there's a school of 4-pounders over here out in the middle. Go get them. Stay 60 feet away from them. men, and you will have success. You want to know? That's not too far out of the realm of possibility in the future. Um, but like, would people then be like, yeah, this ain't fishing, or would they still be saying it's the evolution of the sport? It's technology is going to happen. If you don't want it, if you don't like it, get steamrolled or whatever dumb shit they say is. We'll see. I'm stoked for the NPFL. I wish they would have memberships, and I wish I could sign up for their magazine. But they don't have one, so I can't be an NPFL member. I don't think. Grimy, but that's fun. All right, is it? I'll have to leave in a minute. Amy finished her shirts. Now it's my turn.
2250.
2,250. Wow, that's a lot. That was a lot. What's BBC?
Hi, Brian. Who's on here? Hey, Bobby.
Everybody. Clay, BBC, Tom.
What's up, BBC? What's up, Morgan? Hey,
Brian.
what's up, Tom?
Morgan. NPFL is in good hands. I think so too, Clay. I'm excited to watch it. They banned LiveScope. Hella, hello.
What's up, Hella?
Hella's back.
What's up, Ryan?
He was kind of lurking. Ryan, what's up? Nice 316 in your avatar.
Tom.
Burn, what's up? Burn's new. I don't remember seeing old Burn in the chat. What's happening in New Jersey?
Oh, newbie.
I remember it well, Ryan. I remember it well. That actually, I think that bait even back then got Mickey's attention. Like looking at it now, it wasn't great, but at the time it was.
What's up, Kyle?
Kyle, I would like to see that because I feel like Ryan, it might. I think it. I don't think it's. I think it put me on the radar, and then I think he saw me progress and was like, "This guy's getting better." Kyle, I think that would be great because it would be really interesting to see the guys that found fish in open water and went and blind casted for them. I think that would be interesting because I bet some dudes would do it. Like if you found a big school of fish and you just cruise out there with your minnow and just kind of say, "I'm gonna go see what's out here." I saw that. I looked at their shirts and their hats. They were all ugly as shit, but still might even purchase one of those ugly ass things. Correct, Johnny. Correct. They're killing the dream.
You show them your cute little case.
Yeah, they've seen this case. Why is that funny? I mean, pink astronaut.
The bean picked it out for me.
Yeah, she picked it out for Amy.
My phone died.
And Amy lost her phone. Didn't need the case anymore. I inherited it. I need to. What's the? Do they have a schedule? Do they have a schedule out for next year? Anybody know? I guess I could look. I'm about to have to leave. Is that a Teletubby? No, Ryan. It's just a
astronaut.
Chinese astronaut. I'm assuming. I don't like it though. It's too bulky in my pocket. And I can't prop it up on stuff. Like I can't drive down the road with this sitting on my
But he can put it on his
dash.
bedside table.
But I can
and
put it on the
watch it
bedside table like this.
and watch like a TV for hours.
Yeah.
Don't let him fool you. He likes it.
This is not girly, bro. This is unisex. I don't see a dress on this astronaut.
It's hot up in here.
Yeah, it's I turned it down one click at 75. It's pink now, bro. It's like mauve.
Peach.
Peach. It's faded to the point where it's kind of yellowed, so it's kind of, I call it flesh. No schedule yet. Yeah, bro, it's unisex. It's for men and women. It's even got hearts that are girly and then some that are kind of manly. So
What do you think of the hat?
it looked nice until the bean crushed it. Clay doesn't like the point, but caught the bean stepping on it yesterday like she was putting out a cigarette on the ground. That was nice. My one hat.
Not anymore.
I have a white one, but I don't have any. I guess I could put a black logo on it.
It'd be dirty tomorrow.
It would be filthy tomorrow. That's why I wanted to keep the black rolling. Maybe I have to go shopping on the.
I have to go load up the car. So I'll see you later.
She means I have to go load up the car.
No, I'm gonna go load it up.
Put an NPFL patch on it. I'll just get the tattoo instead. Looks like I'm about to crack some high noons at the country club. Maybe I am, AJ. Maybe I am. At the Travis Manson Country Club when he gets it going after he wins the lottery.
Dude, if he won the lottery,
nobody would ever hear from him. That is the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard in my life. That dude, if he won the lottery, he would disappear. He's talking about having people up and like having like a get together. Dude, he would not know my name.
Exactly.
Darius, prepping and painting hundreds of crankbaits. I've been swamped. Did you finally retire that? Yeah, Morgan, I've been throwing away more hats. I've been, I get disgusted by them and I look at them and I'm like, why do I even have this anymore? I'll chuck them in the trash. Johnny, I think you just probably pay your money. I don't know. When is the temperature going to drop below 100 degrees Fahrenheit consistently? October?
Soon.
Typically the third week in September around my mom's birthday, it gets a little cooler, but it'll still spike consistently end of October, November. It might be invite only. I don't know. You could probably get an invitation if you wanted to, Johnny. I wonder if Matt South J won the lottery and that's why we have not seen him. Maybe that's why he's buying all those shoes. Where is South J? I bet that Japanese store is really pissed off. Whatever it's called. Yeah. Suburban hell. We're in the 50s in the morning and 90s in the afternoon time of year. That sounds wonderful.
Ta-ta, guys. Y'all enjoy.
Getting the 40s. That sounds nice. All right, I'm gonna go. I gotta go home. What's tonight? Is tonight Thursday? Oh well, I guess I can't do a live stream tonight because I didn't plan on it. I've been all screwed up. I didn't even tell my sister happy birthday because I forgot what day it was. It's been one of those weeks, boys. We'll do it again. Maybe this weekend I'll get on there, get JP fired up, talk to him. Got a lot on his mind. Y'all be good. I'll check in with y'all the next go around and show you the progress of the bait project. We got some cleared now, so good talking to everybody. I'll be back. Adios.